We're going.
Hi.
That's what you came up with. I was just before we started that. I went, Meg, are you ready to do your greeting? Because that's how this podcast starts, with Meg doing a greeting.
That was my best greeting.
And that's what you came up with.
Hi.
Jesus.
It's like Cookie Monster.
That's your best.
Me one cookie.
That's your best Cookie Monster.
Well, you do your impression. You do your impression. Go. Do it.
Me one cookie. Was that better? Can you do an Elmo?
Hello, friends.
Oh, that's good. It's Elmo. No, I can't do Elmo.
I can only do like the really high one, like the.
Can you do Stitch from Lilo and Stitch?
What's the quote that she does? Family means home. It sounded like what's the thing of Lord
My name is Stitch.
Oh, my name is Stitch.
Okay, this is the weirdest start to the podcast.
Hello, everybody. I'm Maud.
Guys, turns out I've been dating Elmo. That's hot. Wait, how old do you reckon Elmo is? Is he supposed to be a kid?
No.
Is Elmo
like
supposed to be
Elmo
like a grown puppet, like a man puppet?
If he's
How
a man
old are they all
puppet,
supposed to be?
Because I think
I think Big Bird's supposed to be about 40 in the bird world, because he's a big bird.
He's a big boy. Isn't
But I reckon Elmo and Grover seem like young. Because Grover's always wearing like a cape, like how a little kid runs around with a cape, pretends he's a superhero.
The Grouch?
Grouch seems like 60.
Seems like he's like 60.
60-year-old homeless guy.
Yeah.
Who, they all seem different. And Snuffleupagus, he seems like, I reckon he seems like late 20s, but he's enormous and he used to play rugby.
He's just eternal. He just lives forever.
Well, they all live forever. They're puppets.
Exactly.
And when they die, they make a new puppet. Anyway, guys, welcome to the Luke and Meg podcast. That was Sesame Street Chat, our brand new segment. Now, we did already record this podcast, but it got deleted. After my Hobart show, we came back to the hotel.
Whose fault was that one?
Mine. Actually, it didn't get deleted. It was on mute the whole time. Rory's podcast got deleted. Also my fault. But this one, there are sound bars moving on the screen. We are good to go. So yeah, we did it after Hobart, and it was good. We're having a few beers. It was pretty loose.
We were so loose.
I don't want to be this guy, because then you guys will be annoyed that you never heard it. But I think it was the best Luke and Meg podcast.
It honestly was.
It was pretty good.
It was so good. It was awesome.
Because it was fresh.
I kept going up to pee, then you went up to pee.
No, I didn't pee. I just really needed to pee at the end. We went for about 45 minutes.
It was good. It was a really good podcast, so just believe.
But guys, you'll never hear it. So, it was fresh off. Meg had just opened for me and just done her first ever stand-up set. So we talked about that for a bit.
Yeah,
Meg opened my Hobart show,
I did.
which was good. How did you think you went? Now you've had a few days to reflect on it. Because you were in the initial phase of like the rush of performing.
Yeah.
How do you really think it went?
Oh shit!
Nah, it was good.
No, I always thought that it was a little bit, it was a first gig.
It was one of the best first gigs I've ever seen. Partly because of
my nervous tick is getting too confident.
You were very confident.
I get way too confident. So so you know how like most people when they're nervous, especially on stage,
they look at the floor.
They go really like introvert.
Some people do anything to not make eye contact with the audience, so they'll look at the sky.
No.
They do
I'm opposite. I go way too confident. I'm freaking getting in people's business.
See, most people do what guys do when they're peeing. Don't. They can hear us. Alright, there's a guy walking past, and Meg was probably going to...
Oldie on the roadie. That's what I was going to say. We got another oldie on the roadie.
There is a row. There's an old guy.
He's not rolling though.
He looks like...
You know what he needs?
What?
He needs a pair of Heelys.
Oh, I was about to say...
Can you imagine seeing an old guy just like bustling down the hill on some
No, I
Heelys?
can't, because they would fall back
I'm
on
gonna
themselves.
do that.
Old people can't even walk, let alone Heely. He looks like the old dude from Up. He needs one of those tennis ball walking frames.
Yeah.
That's what he needs.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually people do what guys do when they're peeing, which is like look everywhere but their dick. Did you know guys do that? So when you're at the
Why? Are you
urinal,
embarrassed?
No, it's
what if
just...
you're like super proud of it and you're like, this is my dick?
It's just weird that you would stare at your dick. Every guy would know this. You just look at the wall. Often they'll put like an ad there for you to read while you're pissing. Like there'll be like a prostate cancer
But what
ad
if
or
you
something.
accidentally aim it in the wrong direction?
Oh, it's hard to just go, whoa, like it's a fire hose.
Whoa!
Just start shaking it everywhere. Like, oh, hit the roof, my bad. What do you mean? But yeah, people on stage usually do in their first gig. Usually like act out like they're paying. They're like, oh, but it said that the audience is like their dick, so they go, oh, I'm not gay. I'm not looking at the audience. That's what guys do.
I'm not gay.
That's what guys do. I'm not looking at my dick. And then also you need to avoid looking at the person's next to your dick as well.
Okay, so
if
that's
you're in
why
like a
you're
busy
like,
situation. So you're like, oh, geez, this roof, and you start counting tiles.
It's
and
true,
you're like,
yeah.
Or you just, what I do now is I don't bother doing the thing. I just look dead ahead and look at the tile on the wall.
Yeah.
And just be like, and just think. I just get lost in my own piss.
That's the only thing that I was really threw me off, was the fact that I've always been taught to never have my eye line like at like a normal level or down. It always has to be further up, even if you're performing to.
But that's
like
the theatre.
That's the theatre.
In comedy,
Exactly,
if you don't make
if you
eye
don't do
contact, people think
That's weird.
you
man.
are
Yeah.
like on the spectrum somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, or just like you don't know, or you're a theatre kid.
Yeah. So like often to remember my
Which
bit.
is the same thing, by the way. But alright, continue.
Fuck. You got sizzled.
Well, you got sizzled.
Yeah. What was I saying? No, so to like remember some of my lines and stuff, I would have to like not look at the audience. I'd have to quickly like glance up, and then I could remember them.
Yeah. But the whole thing of
weird.
stand-up is you're supposed to be very aware of the room and your surroundings.
That's what I'm not good at.
And you've
Yet.
got to be like
Yet.
present.
Yet.
Because it is a performance, but it's also
Yeah.
almost a back and forth thing where the
Yeah,
audience gives you a laugh, you give them another joke.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
have
like
to
you gotta
take-
feed off the audience. If you don't,
Yeah.
you look like you're up in your own little world up there, and as an audience member, you feel like you're being performed at,
Yeah,
not
rather
to.
than you're not being inclusive.
Sometimes I feel like some
Yeah.
comedians, like if they just don't at all read the room, it's like
Yeah.
they're just telling jokes at you, and you're like,
Well, that's what I
Right.
don't like that either.
No, it's weird.
So I think I was trying to avoid that, but in the process of trying to avoid that,
You did it.
That's
But I still think you did very well, and then you had like a little song at the end which got like a pretty big applause. I feel like,
it's a dope song.
but I feel like you ended it well.
Thanks.
It was good, and then like you got everyone pumped, and then people came and got photos with Meg afterwards. Like it went well.
Yeah. It was
People
pretty
afterwards were like, "So when are you coming back to Hobart?" And like
cool. I
you've
was
done
like,
one gig.
Hobart.
You're like, I've done comedy for about 4.5 minutes, but yeah, I'm touring next week. It's great, but that's good start.
It was a good start. I liked it. It was
Hobart
very fun.
was so loose. It was
Yeah,
one of
it
those
was.
gigs where everything kind of went wrong.
Yes.
And Meg, poor Meg, was
I
tour
was the
manager. She
It was my first tour manager spot, and we had like the fucking hardest go.
She was Zach's replacement in probably the most stressful show of the tour yet.
Yeah.
Like it went
For sure.
worse than the show was fine, but
Yeah, the show was
the 2 hour lead up beforehand when we got to the venue.
No, even after.
Oh
the
yeah,
show.
afterwards was stressful.
Like the
as well.
whole thing was just
That
like
wouldn't have happened with Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because you had your phone in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, that's because we are hopeless, and together we're like,
Together
have you
we're-
charged the thing? Yeah, we charged it. I don't think we charged it properly.
Did you get your phone? Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
phone. It's with me on stage currently.
So to sell the merch and stuff, there's like an app on the phone, and we
Yeah.
needed to use my phone for some reason, because Meg's was on the music,
Yeah.
and then I had my phone in my pocket on stage, which means Meg couldn't get it ready, and classic us. Anyway,
Classic us.
so the way the venue was laid out was there was a bistro in one room, not separated by any walls, and then there was 2 curtains, and then where I was performing. And it was really loud. It was probably about 100 people in the bistro. There was an 80th happening, an 18th, bunch of parties, lots of happy birthdays. I reckon
Yeah.
we heard about 5 or 6 renditions of a happy birthday
There was.
throughout the night. 2 during my show.
Yeah.
But that's later in the story. So I went to the venue manager of this, it was called like some tavern, some like RSL type place. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
my show starts at 8. everyone will be out here because obviously I'm not going to compete with the sound of the bistro because I paid for this venue and that's ridiculous. And she goes, of course not. Everyone will be out. We're going to get everyone out at 7:30.
And by 7:30, that was the main thing. By 7:30, she was like, everyone's going to be out.
Rolls around to, it's about 7:15.
Yeah, so
no one's left. And I'm thinking, okay, we've got 15 minutes to get 100 people out of here. That's interesting.
So I then took over and I was like, all right, you know what? Meg's busting out the moves. So I went out and I was really polite because that's.
But what's your moves? Like
my
busting
move,
out?
No,
like,
I actually was pretty
flirting with the venue manager. Like she was a girl, just like walking out, like bust out a bit of cleavage, push them up a little bit, and then go, hey. It's like one shoulder, and then you flick up your leg, like, you lick your lips, so you're like, hey. So and you're like, kind of like do the thing where girls flatter their eyes, like
yeah.
And then she says something, you're like, we'll get them out by 7:30 tomorrow. And you're like, oh, you're so funny. Because that's every girl's move.
No, so I didn't flirt with them.
You should have.
I was like,
maybe that would have been more successful.
No, well,
next time, can you please flirt with the venue stuff? Jesus Christ. It's like, how much of it...
Zach would have done it.
Be a good girlfriend. Well, Zach does flirt with the venue stuff, but he doesn't do that. Help, that's just kind of what he does.
That's actually so funny because he does.
Nah, he's only done it once, and he denies it. Anyway, it's a long story. We're not gonna... we can't tell that story.
No, we can't tell that story, but it's a really good story. Anyway. Anyway, so I go out and she was not to be anywhere to be found. She was out the back. She wasn't even trying. And I saw...
I reckon she was the chef. It was the type of place that I reckon she was running the whole operation. She was like, my sound tech... She wasn't. Yeah. But she was like, my venue manager, the bistro manager, chef, waitress. She was just running the whole operation. Yeah,
but what happened was I went out to check, how everything was going, if people were, going out, because you were getting pretty, you're like, okay, it's,
I was just pissed off because I was like, I knew it was going to happen. Because it got to 6:30 and I was like to the girl, she's like, everyone will be up at 7:30. And I just pointed out straight to her face, I'm an asshole, but I don't mean to be. I was like, these people haven't even ordered yet.
Well, yeah, so I got out.
And she goes, oh, no, they'll be done. I'm like...
Yeah, so I got...
They're celebrating an 18th. Don't make them eat in 45 minutes and fuck them off.
Yeah, well, I got out there... And the people, I was like, oh, so how are we going? Are we, is everyone going to be cleared out by now? And she was like, oh, look, they're only just getting their food now. And when I say just getting their food, I mean, it was coming out.
Yeah, they just
as we
ordered.
were talking. So they just ordered and it was kind of only just being started to be brought out. And it wasn't necessarily the people that were around the tables and stuff, it was more the kids. They had 30 under the age of 6 kids, and they were you know how kids when they're playing they just scream?
This is a kid from age 3 to 6. All the time. I described it on stage as a strip club fucked a childcare centre. Yeah. Because it was wild. There was a 6-year-old running around with an adult male blow-up doll. No joke. So I walked out into the bistro to go pee before my show, and I saw a 6-year-old holding the dick. It was holding it by the plastic blow-up dick just above its head, walking around. And,
it was an umbrella.
And no one, he was in Mary Poppins, spinning it around and doing tap dancing on the chim-chimmity, dick-dickity, So, and I was I ran back and I was like, Meg, 6-year-old with a blow-up doll.
And
Meg
so we're where? And we run. And we're
run out. And then Meg goes, checks out. She's like, dude, I thought you were joking.
And it was
no one in the bar was deeming this inappropriate. No, it was so Tasmanian.
No, it was everyone was this is a normal Saturday night for us.
That's what happens when you are the
kids running around with...
The product of incest is you at 6-year-old running around with a blow-up doll.
That's so funny.
And then, 20 minutes later, I went out to the bistro again to be like, hey, what's happening? When's the show starting? Because this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Turns now, in this time, been about 20 minutes, someone deemed the blow-up doll too inappropriate with its dick out. So instead of going, oh, let's just get rid of it and remove it from the situation, someone had the bright idea of, nah, don't worry, we'll still keep the blow-up doll in the bistro. We'll just put kids' underwear on it. So the next time I saw this blow-up doll, it was wearing little kids' Bonds undies to cover the blow-up dick.
There is a child now running loose, quite literally loose.
Yeah, there's
free
what's
balling
worse, a plastic adult blow-up doll or now a free balling 5-year-old in a place where you eat? What's worse? So we were just like, this is crazy that no. And by the way, I like that the parents were like, now it's appropriate.
Yeah.
There is still a face hole and a
butthole
butthole to fuck.
Like, they have fucking holes.
There's still a fucking hole
That's insane.
on the face of the blow-up doll, but yet they were like, oh, it's just a surprise blow-up doll. It looked like one of those things at carnivals where you throw the ping pong balls into, but it's not made for ping pong balls, it's made for fucking ding dong balls. That was a good one. Thank you, Luke. Professional comedian, guys. And this is why people pay the big bucks for this this content.
Shut!
Ding dong balls.
Ding dong balls.
I want that on my gravestone. I think I've said that so many times where now my gravestone is getting so long. I've got so many quotes that I want on it.
Like, rip Luke, and then just like,
and then it says like
1,000 quotes of the most bullshit stuff you've ever said.
I think one of them is just like, mark my words.
I will never come in a piss.
Oh yeah, mark my words, I'll never come in a piss. I went on there. I think it said, you know what I always say, you never steal a Kidgell's couch. That was from another thing. I have a lot of out of context quotes that I do it on my grave where I want people to see my like gravesite and just be like, damn. This guy fucking lived. Like, this guy fucking gets it. He's right. You never come in a piss.
That's actually the funniest gravestone. Yeah. Like, that would be such like a no.
I want my gravestone to be like Luke, and then in quotation marks Jeff Kidgell, and then like heaps of quotes underneath of just out of context quotes from my fucked life.
The loving Jeff Kidgell.
So anyway, gets to 7:30. Yeah. No one's left the restaurant, obviously. So doors have opened for my show already. There's people in there listening to Reese Massey.
No. Not only that. The lineup, right, to get into the actual room, there were kids still, like, playing on the ramp and, like, running around. Yeah. So people are paying to get into this show and they're being freaking bowled over by little kids. It's the only
time I've ever seen the kids molesting the adults.
Yeah.
And by the way, that implies that I've seen an adult molesting a child. I haven't. But it's the only time I've ever thought that that's possible. I've never thought, oh, it's impossible for a child to molest a full-grown adult.
No.
Yet, if you saw the fucking line to my Hobart show, you would have been like, these adults are being taken advantage of. Because there are kids playing Tiggy, running up the line, actually bumping into adults' legs, and the adults are going, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I've paid to see a comedy show, get my legs taken out from under me by a 6-year-old with a blow-up doll.
Yeah, and like we had the security guards.
I'm so angry. I'm sorry.
There.
I need to cool down.
We had like security guards there, but they did nothing.
Dude, they watched my entire show from the back, and the dude was stone-faced for like ages. So I kept talking to him. I kept on saying that they were like the guards from Buckingham Palace. I was like, "You allowed to speak, dude?" And he just didn't say anything. I'm like, "Can you?" I'm like, "Do you speak English?" Like, what the fuck? And then everyone was laughing and stuff, and this dude's just stone cold at the back hating my show.
What was the
And then I said something so stupid. I was talking about this couple in the front row had met at McDonald's.
Yeah.
So like that's where they met, and then like one of them was a manager there, and I was saying like, well, how did you meet? You know, like did one of you like spill a bit of soft serve? And you were like, oh, I'll get that for you. And then like I was doing this situation where I played out like a flirty, you know, like they started like, I'll eat your fillet of fish, stuff like that. It was like I was doing like a sexy Macca's bit where I'm like, how this couple.
I didn't think there was a bit that existed, but
yeah, but no, it's not a bit on my show, but it's just cause it happened. I was just riffing, and everyone was losing it, and then I saw as soon as I said, I'll eat your fillet of fish, this stone cold face security guard just went. At the back, and I stopped my show and I was like, I fucking got you, dude. As if that's the thing you laughed at. Like,
that's so funny.
It was great. You get everyone by the end.
You do.
Hobart was a sick show. It was so much fun.
It was awesome.
You guys were a good crowd.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I'm gonna come back. I'm keen. And so many people came down from Launceston, which is very fun. But I don't know if there's anyone who listens to fucking. I don't know why I'm saying that on the Patreon podcast.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Do you have anything else to talk about? I went to Sydney.
Yeah. How was Sydney?
Sydney was good. Very Sydney. I just did a lot of stuff with Frenchie. I was very productive, so it wasn't really, I didn't do any too things. We went out, got drunk and played laser tag and bowling. Won bowling. You know I'm always shit at bowling?
Yes,
Did I tell you how it happened?
Like
after 3 rounds, I was on 9 pins. So now you get 2 goes each round?
Yeah.
After 6 throws, like 6 rolls or
You had
bowls.
9
Oh, it's called
pins.
bowls. I'd only knocked over 9 pins. I got like 4 gutter
How
balls.
did you win?
And then I started drinking throughout, and I had about.
So it was the drunkenness.
Dude, you
of
just
you.
as soon as you stop thinking, you realize how easy bowling is. You're like, fucking just throw it down. I got 3 strikes in a row coming home, and then a spare on the last round.
Damn.
And I ended up going from last out of 12 people to first.
What a freaking achievement.
And at the start, we were kind of joking around, going like, "Oh, who's gonna come last? Luke's in high, Luke's coming." And then no one really realized it. I kept slowly catching up throughout, and then by the end, I won by like 20. I won convincingly. I got like 130 by the end.
You haven't.
Your boy.
Yeah, I know, my boy, but you haven't versed the champ yet, so.
I bet you're like the champ of Wii bowling.
I actually am.
Yeah.
Okay, but bowling as well.
And then you like when you go to the
real
bowling,
life bowling.
you need the ramp to roll it off.
No, I need the bumpers.
Yeah.
You know the kids' bumpers?
So you can roll it down diagonally and you still get a strike. Yeah, that's classic Meg.
Yeah.
What else you got to talk about?
I don't even...
Oh. Can we say it? Or in case you don't do it. No, let's not say it. About next year in April, or what you might be doing. Or should we not say that? That you might be doing the comedy festival?
I might be.
Let's just say you might be.
I might be, because it's not even like a matter of material wise. I think it's more financial at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. People don't know it's very expensive.
It's pretty expensive,
do a comedy festival.
And it's not just that. I've been a broke ass bitch for like I've been so broke for the past like 6 months. So there are so many things that I am in desperate need of, such as my car is slowly breaking down.
Yeah, her car is like, if her car was a human, it'd be always coughing. It'd be like, and
it's because I never have even a half full tank. It's always almost empty. Like
Meg's the type of person who goes to. I always wondered why there were settings. I didn't realize that. This is ignorant. This is my white privilege coming out right now. But I always was wondering, like, why do they give you an option to set like $10? Like, who would ever put in $10? My thinking was like, that's so annoying because then you just have to fill up 2 days later.
Yeah.
So whenever I fill up, I've never half filled it.
Yeah.
I've only ever I just go to the top and then pay and then I don't have to do it for a week because I hate going to the petrol station. But then I met you and I realised, like, because I've gone to the pump, you can see how much money the person before you spends on the pump. And one time I went to the pump and there was someone who'd spent $6. And I just
done
went,
that before.
Jesus, this person must be in a bad place. And now I've seen the way you fill up petrol and I'm like, I bet you one day I just came in after you.
Fuck you.
And that was just like $8 at the pump.
Actually, how funny would that be? Like, our paths actually did cross, but in some, like...
Yeah, before I met you...
stupid way like that. Like...
You just, like,
what
with some girl who was like...
This?
Like, I was waiting in line. I was like, why is it taking so long? And you're at the front, like, counting out 20-cent coins to pay for your petrol.
It's true. So... basically, I'm really hoping that I can do the comedy festival. If not, I will still be a part of it. I want to get some openings.
Yes.
I want to, I'll be opening for my boy here, hopefully most nights, hopefully.
If I say yes.
If you say yes. And yeah, hopefully a few other people will let me open for them. But Meg's
doing it, and
I really want to.
You guys got to hear this new song. So it's like, I would say it's half musical comedy, half stand-up.
Yeah, so basically, like with quite a few of my stand-up bits. The bits that I've written so far, it's always like stand-up bit, and then it's accompanied by a song that either like ties into that or gives you more context or is just it's funny, hopefully. And good.
It's pretty funny.
And good, hopefully.
I was the new one is thoroughly amused.
I love this new song.
I keep singing
this new song's really
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's really fun. So hopefully I'll be singing that one in Adelaide.
Exciting times.
Yeah, hopefully I'll sing that one for Adelaide.
And Albury and Canberra.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yay!
Yay for Meg.
Yay for Megs. Do we have questions?
Oh, we have questions. Yes, we asked you guys in the Discord of the Patreon
Lego.
for Luke and Meg questions. Why are you punching the air?
Because I'm going, let's go. It's like,
okay.
let's do it.
Okay. Oh, wait. Where did I put it? My message.
Oh, I've got an itchy eyeball.
Great content.
That itched my nose.
Alright,
Oh.
okay. Josh said, how much water should I be drinking a day? And then a second question, do you trust people who don't drink water?
I don't drink water. He drinks water. He's
Meg's
a water
camel.
drinker.
She drinks like once every 3 days.
Yeah, and then I just like retain
No,
it
you
for
don't.
3
You
weeks.
just complain that you have a headache for 72 hours. And I go, have you drunk much water? And you go, nah. But I've drunk 4 cups. I've drunk 4 cups of coffee and had like a packet of Savoys, which is dehydrating.
Yeah.
My girl. How much water you should be drinking a day? 46 cups, dude. Everyone knows that.
46. Nah, just do one big gulp and you can retain it.
The 8 cups of water a day thing. It's always 8 glasses of water a day. It's like
just have a bottle.
Define
just get
what
a bottle.
Size cup. Because we have about 3 different size cups at home. Now, if I was to have 8 of the big cups, probably too much water. If I was to have 8 of a shot glass, too little. I'd have a headache.
Not enough.
That's a Meg
just
level.
that is Meg level. 8 shots of water a day.
And then James followed it up with a very interesting question. I don't know how he thought of this. James, guys, whoever James is listening to this, you are so creative, dude. He said, how much water do you drink a day? I don't know how he thought of that after Josh's question. It's like he just was like, man, I'm going to come up with the most original question on planet Earth.
Well, yes.
We already kind of answered that.
We did. Luke drinks too much, and then I drink not enough.
I'm the guy who's like, oh, I need to pee, like, before you have to go out anywhere.
And I'm the girl who can hold her pee in for 24 hours.
Didn't you once hold your pee for an entire flight to LA?
Yes.
That is fucked up.
I did.
I peed at least 3 times on that flight.
Yeah.
It's a 15-hour flight.
I mean, that only happened on the way there. So on the way there, I didn't need to, because I just didn't drink any water.
That's insane.
Yeah. Or like I drank like little bits of water so it would just stay in my system and it wouldn't go into my pee. But
this is so much information.
Yeah. But then, yeah, obviously like on the way back and stuff I couldn't do that.
Liam said, also, is Meg a biologist or something? I don't know, you referenced it in a show or something. What's the story there? I didn't say that in my show. I have a bit in my show where I say Meg does a remedial massage degree because she does... One time she said to me, I love cutting open dead people. And then I have a bit about how fucked saying that to somebody is without any context. Yeah. But I say, at the time I didn't know that sometimes in a remedial massage course they work on bodies that have been donated for science.
Yeah.
But you just came out one day with like, oh, I love cutting open dead people. And I went... What?
Yeah.
And you were like, what? It's fascinating. And I was like, hang on. Because as someone who's never done a medical degree, I've never cut open a dead person. I don't think I've ever seen a dead body.
No, probably not. Not many people have.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, it wasn't...
But you're not a biologist.
No, I'm not a biologist. I just have I've studied it.
Yes.
In my course. So I have studied biology in my course. And
I've studied biology before.
One of them was anatomy. Well,
I've
a
studied
big part
anatomy
of it
as well.
Was the entire...
Sometimes, like, when I go down on you, I'm like, wow, so much learning.
Yeah, we do a lot of study, don't we? Alright.
Yeah. You know I only fuck you for educational purposes.
Oh, of course. It's strictly education.
If our sex tape wouldn't be rated R or XXX, it'd be rated E for educational. It'd be like a David Attenborough documentary, like, and now Luke goes down on Megan. Alright, guys, that's enough.
It's like David Attenborough, like, narrating, like, Pornhub, like, that's so funny.
That's funny. And now,
Probably exists.
and as you
I
can
have
see,
no doubt that there's some person out there
who's David Attenborough impression commentating porn? Of course.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
and now you see
No,
the
but
girl
there's
with
someone
fake tits
who's-
and daddy issues.
But there's someone
Deep
like
throating
out
the
there
penis.
that's like, oh yeah, get me off to David Attenborough's
Oh,
voice.
like you think that's a category?
I reckon that's a category.
David
David
Attenborough.
Attenborough. Come on.
Yeah, that's dope.
That'd be so funny. Shut.
Instead of like Planet Earth, it's called like Planet Arse or something like that. So good. What were you saying? Yeah, you've studied biology.
Yeah, but like I'm not a biologist.
You're not a nerd.
Ish. I do say some pretty nerdy stuff sometimes though.
Everyone was ripping on me in this group chat because I spelt. I was pronouncing Mandarin wrong. It's Mandarin, but I think
it's Mandarin.
Then the other people pointed out in the group chat. There's actually you can pronounce it both ways apparently. But I don't know why you guys are surprised. I pronounce things all the.
Yeah, you pronounce things all the time wrong.
Yeah, like Pugot, the best example. Words, any last name, I'll pronounce your last name wrong. Even if your name's Smith, I'll be like, James Smythe, oops. That's my life. I read it, you know what? I read things the way it's spelt.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
But that's most people.
No, but most people go, Peugeot, silent T.
Oh, I wouldn't get that.
I just wrote, I read the word pew and then the word got and went, it must be a new German car company.
Nah, I would do the same thing.
Idiot.
I'm with you with that one. So I would
really?
put it together. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I didn't know you were that dumb.
Yeah, I'm very dumb. Very, very dumb.
And then Liam also said, when's the special coming out? September. I said that on a video recently, though.
September.
Cool. Is that the end? Oh, we've been going for over 30 minutes. Have you got anything else to talk about, Megos? One of your socks is inside out. That's embarrassing.
No.
Lucky most people will listen to the audio of this.
Can you see that?
Oh.
No. Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I'm one of those people, I don't know if it's like OCD, it's not. I'm just so particular that I would just change it. I couldn't walk around the whole day with my sock inside out.
I didn't realise that it was inside out.
Now you're going to change it now that you know? Or are you just going to like... That's pretty loose if you just continue.
You know what? I'm just going to do it to spite you.
I don't care. It just bothered
me.
me. It doesn't bother me that you're doing it. If I knew that inside my shoe was an inside-out sock all day, I'd be like, oh, it feels different on each foot. It's like, even if I get this tiniest rock in my shoe... You've seen me. I will stop on the sidewalk like a child, take off my shoe, shake it out while hopping on one leg.
It's so annoying.
No, because I don't.
No, you can wait.
I was about to say, I thought you were about to say, mate, just wank.
Just wank.
Like, I get a rock on my shoe, fine. Oh, alright, I'm over it. Alright, that's the end of the podcast. Finish it off, Meg, with another.
You ready?
Elmo impression.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to go, goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye, goodbye, Mom, it's time to go.
The Luke, the Meg, and the big blue sign behind us.
Blue sign will be, we
Coming
will
back tomorrow? No.
see you very soon,
We
I know.
And then he's like, bye, Luna. Does that mean we have to start the next...
Goodbye! Goodbye, Luke!
Goodbye, Meg. And then next episode we have to start it with...
Yeah.
You guys smell like orange juice. Alright, goodbye.
Bye!